UFC betting odds provide an opportunity to bet on the best and most exciting fights in the sport. They range from long shots to favorites, and determine the winners and losers of the fight. When betting on UFC odds, it's important to consider the records of the fighters, their histories, injury statuses, and their matchup styles. UFC betting odds may not directly correlate to the amount of betting action for each fight, but they do influence it. Knowing the UFC betting odds can be the key to a successful bet, as it means you understand the likelihood of each fighter winning or losing. As with most betting odds, UFC odds can be affected by a great number of factors. Bookmakers will set the UFC betting odds based on their opinions and analysis of the fight, with both fighters evaluated in terms of their skills and history. Understanding the various factors that influence the UFC betting odds is necessary when betting on the fight. Bookmakers will also set the UFC odds based on public opinion and the amount of betting action on the fight. Every fight is different, and the betting odds may be slightly affected depending on the situation. Understanding the different betting advantages and how to select the best UFC odds can take a bettor from being average to exceptional. An appreciation of the sport and knowledge of the fighters can be hugely beneficial when betting on UFC bets. Knowing the UFC betting odds is essential, as they determine how much money a bettor can win or lose. Before placing a bet, a bettor should also ensure they bet on the correct markets, as the betting odds may be different. When selecting a selection to bet on, ensuring you understand the betting odds and the chances of them winning is key. Different types of bets are available in UFC betting, making it an interesting option for potential bettors. As with all sports betting, keenly analyzing the UFC betting odds can provide an understanding of the trends and favorite fights. It is recommended that the bettor become familiar with the UFC betting odds before placing any bets. UFC betting odds can also be subject to the bookmaker's opinion and opinion of the public. Being aware that the favorites may not always win and researching the betting odds is important when betting on UFC fights. There are many strategies to use when betting on UFC odds, and the most successful bettors understand how to approach them. UFC betting is an exciting experience, and understanding the betting odds beforehand can greatly improve your chances of winning. Knowing where to place your bets is also important, and understanding the different betting opportunities available is recommended. Some UFC betting odds are set solely by the bookmakers based on what they think will happen in each fight. You should also consider potential long-term trends and opportunities when looking at the UFC betting odds. Betting on the underdog can be advantageous, as you may get better odds on an unlikely winner, and bookmakers tend to overprice favorites.